No matter what is happening around you, there is a calm and powerful place within you that remains untouched. Take a slow breath in and let it go gently. You do not have to solve everything in this moment. You do not have to carry the whole world on your shoulders right now. For these next few moments, simply allow yourself to come back to yourself. There is a strength within you that is deeper than fear. There is a steadiness within you that is greater than confusion. There is a calm power within you that does not disappear just because life becomes difficult. Many of us were taught to believe that strength means pushing harder, hiding our feelings, or pretending that nothing affects us. We learned to admire the kind of strength that looks tough, unbreakable, and always in control. But true strength is not hardness. True strength is presence. True strength is being able to stay connected to yourself when life feels uncertain. It is the ability to breathe through a difficult moment without abandoning your center. It is the quiet power of remaining rooted in love even when the world around you feels loud. Imagine a mountain standing beneath changing weather. Storms may come, winds may rise, rain may fall, clouds may cover the sky, and still the mountain remains. The mountain does not panic because the weather changes. It does not doubt itself because the storm arrives. It simply remains what it is, steady, grounded, present. There is a part of you that is like that mountain. Life may change around you. Situations may feel intense. Other people may behave in ways that disturb your peace. Unexpected events may challenge your confidence. But deep within you, there is a place that can remain steady. This is your calm power, and you can return to it again and again. Real strength begins when you stop giving the outer world permission to define your inner state. This does not mean that you never feel pain. It does not mean that you become cold or distant. It simply means that you remember who you are, even in the middle of difficulty. You are not the chaos around you. You are not another person's fear. You are not the pressure of this moment. You are the awareness within it. You are the calm presence that can choose how to respond. So often, when something difficult happens, the mind wants to react quickly. It wants to imagine the worst. It wants to create stories of fear, helplessness, and defeat. But your mind can be guided. Your mind can be soothed, and your thoughts can become powerful allies. The next time life feels intense, begin by returning to your breath. Before you say anything, before you decide anything, before you let fear take over, come back to this simple moment. Breathe in, breathe out, and remind yourself gently, I am safe in this moment. That one thought can change everything, because strength is not always about doing more. Sometimes strength is about pausing. Sometimes strength is about becoming still enough to hear your own wisdom. Sometimes strength is about refusing to let fear speak louder than truth. Calm power is not loud, and it does not fight for attention. Yet it is one of the strongest forces you can carry. Calm power does not need to prove itself. It does not need to argue with chaos. It simply remains centered. When you are calm, you see more clearly. When you are calm, you stop feeding the very things that drain your energy. This is why calmness is not weakness. Calmness is mastery. It is the ability to remain connected to your truth, even when something within you wants to run, react, or collapse. You may not always feel strong. That is all right. Strength does not mean you never feel overwhelmed. Strength means you know how to come back. You know how to return to yourself with kindness. You know how to remember that this moment is not the whole story, and you know how to speak to yourself in ways that build you instead of break you. The words you say to yourself matter very much. If in difficult moments you tell yourself, "I can't handle this," your body tightens, your mind becomes more afraid, and your energy begins to drop. But if in that same moment you say, "I am stronger than this moment," something shifts. If you say, "I can breathe through this," something softens. If you say, "There is wisdom within me," your mind begins to settle. This is not denial. This is conscious choice. You are choosing thoughts that support your strength instead of weakening it. And every time you make that choice, you become more rooted in your own power. When you learn to return to yourself in difficult moments, you discover that peace can become your power. So many people wait for outer conditions to change before they allow themselves to feel calm. They think, once this problem is gone, then I can relax. Once everything is settled, then I can feel strong. But calm power does not come from a perfect life. It comes from an anchored mind. It comes from a loving relationship with yourself. It comes from learning that you can be present with discomfort without becoming lost in it. There may be people in your life who try to disturb your peace. They may bring drama, criticism, anger, or confusion. They may act from their own pain and expect you to carry it with them. But you are not here to become a home for chaos. You are here to be a home for peace. You can choose not to absorb what does not belong to you. You can choose not to react to every storm. You can choose to remain rooted. This does not mean you stop caring. It means you care without losing yourself. You can love people and still protect your peace. You can love people and still protect your peace. You can face difficulties and still remain centered. You can feel deeply and still be strong. That is calm power. Take a moment now and place your hand over your heart. Feel the warmth of your own presence. Feel that you are here with yourself and quietly say within, "I am here. I am steady. I am safe." Let those words sink in. There is something very healing about giving yourself the reassurance you have been waiting to receive from the outside. When you become your own steady presence, life no longer feels so frightening. You begin to trust that no matter what happens, you will know how to meet it. Not perfectly, not without emotion, but with presence, with strength, with grace. You are capable of more steadiness than you may realize. The reason many people feel weak in difficult situations is not because they truly are weak. It is often because they were never taught how to stay connected to themselves when emotions rise. They were taught to fear their feelings, suppress their truth, or hand their power to the outside world. But you can learn something new. You can learn to stay with yourself. You can learn to let emotions move without letting them take over your identity. An emotion is a wave, It rises, it moves, and it passes. You do not need to become the wave. You can remain the ocean. That is another form of strength. The ability to say, I feel this, but I am not only this. You may feel fear, but you are not fear. You may feel sadness, but you are not sadness. You may feel pressure, but you are not pressure. You are the loving awareness that can hold these feelings and guide them with compassion. So when a difficult moment comes, instead of asking, how do I stop feeling this? Ask, how can I stay loving with myself while this moves through me? That question changes everything, because inner strength grows in the soil of self-kindness. The more harsh you are with yourself, the more fragile you feel. The more loving you are with yourself, the stronger you become. A person who speaks kindly to themselves in hard times is not weak. That person is building a deep inner foundation. You are allowed to support yourself. You are allowed to slow down. You are allowed to take one step at a time. There is no prize for panicking faster. There is no reward for abandoning yourself in order to appear strong. Real strength is gentler than that. Real strength says, let me breathe. Real strength says, let me return to the present. Real strength says, I do not have to be afraid of this moment. Let us breathe together now. Breathe in slowly and breathe out gently again. Breathe in peace and breathe out tension. Feel your body softening even as your center grows stronger. This is how calm power feels. It is soft and strong at the same time. It does not harden you, it steadies you. Now let these words become a steady foundation beneath you. I am calm in the middle of change. I am stronger than any situation I face. I return to my center with ease. I do not need to react to everything. I choose peace over panic. I trust myself to handle this moment. I am grounded, steady, and clear. My calmness is my power. Life supports me in every situation. I am safe in my own presence. Repeat them again slowly in your own heart. I am calm in the middle of change. I am stronger than any situation I face. I return to my center with ease. I do not need to react to everything. I choose peace over panic. I trust myself to handle this moment. I am grounded, steady, and clear. My calmness is my power. Life supports me in every situation. I am safe in my own presence. Notice how these words feel. Notice how they build something inside you. This is not just comfort. This is training. You are teaching your mind a new way to live. You are teaching your nervous system that safety is possible. You are teaching your heart that peace does not have to wait. Every time you choose a steadier thought, you strengthen yourself. Every time you pause before reacting, you strengthen yourself. Every time you breathe instead of spiraling, you strengthen yourself. Every time you remember who you are in the middle of chaos, you strengthen yourself. Strength is built in moments exactly like these, not only in grand victories, but in quiet returns. In the small decision not to let fear lead. In the small decision to stay kind. In the small decision to speak to yourself with love. These moments matter. Over time, they create a new identity within you. an identity rooted not in fear, but in peace, not in reaction, but in wisdom, not in fragility, but in calm power. You may still have difficult days. Of course you will. We all do. Life will continue to bring growth, unpredictability, and moments that stretch you. But you do not need to become frightened by that truth. Because now you know something deeper. You know that within you there is a place that remains steady. You know that even when the weather changes, the mountain remains. And you are learning how to live from that place. The next time you feel challenged, imagine yourself as that mountain. Let others be the wind. Let circumstances be the cloud. And let yourself remain rooted. Strong does not mean tense. Strong does not mean cold. Strong does not mean never crying, never feeling, never needing rest. Strong means true. Strong means anchored.